Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Jay Lipman Live. Happy Wednesday. So happy to see you here. Happy to be here. If you're new here, new to the stream, new to the channel, my name's Jay. Nice to meet you. And here on this stream, here on this channel, we talk about video editing. Mostly DaVinci Resolve stuff, but I just love talking about video editing. So if you have any questions about the video editing process, make sure to pop them in the chat. I'm here to answer your questions for the next, let's say hour or so, maybe a little bit longer. We'll see how it goes. Also, just like a couple weeks ago, we are opening up the phone line, so to speak. There is a link in the description that'll take you right into StreamYard, into the green room. And if you have a question you'd like to ask live, I'll bring you up on the stream for a couple minutes and we'll chat about that. And also, as usual, there's the form in the description. And if you really need your question answered, or you just feel like supporting the channel, super chats are always welcome, and questions that come along with the super chat will be bumped to the front of the line. So with that being said, let's jump into the chat and say hello to some people. We've got Random Hero, who just started us off with a great question. We'll get to that in just a second. VW Life, also known as Matt Jackson, who left and came back under his profile. What's going on, man? DK Paddler, hello, sir. Refrag, what's up? And Ask Garrett, what's going on? Good to see you guys. So let's just start out real quick. I got some stuff going on I want to tell you about. Hey, Michael Blade, how's it going? So yeah, I've got some stuff going on, things coming up that I'd like to share with you. But before that, let's start off with this first question from Random Hero, who says, checking in from Singapore, and it will be 3 a.m. Dear Lord. Got a question. You said you have a 4-year-old. That I do, with another one on the way, coming within the next few weeks, probably, which is just so exciting and so terrifying at the same time. If you take a trip to the zoo, how do you record many small clips and edit style for personal videos? So I actually did this, which is interesting. A while ago, long time ago, I did a video, no question, just testing if it really works. Gas Garrett, thank you so much for the super chat. So a while ago, I had a crazy day, right? My kid's daycare was going to the zoo, and Arian and I went with her. And then right after that, we get home. I had to go get an oil change on my car. And then from there, I had to drive to Ohio because my baby brother was graduating college. And it was crazy. And I filmed the whole thing. This was back when I was daily vlogging. So I actually filmed the entire day, and I brought my camera to the zoo. And really, I don't know. I mean, back then I didn't really have a style. What is going on with my voice today? I really didn't have a style back then. So I just kind of filmed stuff, and I did a lot of it with my camera, but I also did a lot of it with my phone. And I think, you know, if you're going out with your family, and, you know, you really want to focus on being there with your family and not necessarily creating, you know, a really good video, there's got to be a balance there, right? So I would, you know, maybe lean more heavily on the phone side of things. Phone cameras are amazing, and you can just take them out. If you notice something that's like, wow, that would be a really good shot, just take your phone out and get the shot, you know, and then that's it. And as far as editing style, that's a really personal thing. Like I don't, not like it personal as in I don't want to share it, but you know, every video is different. Every story is different. And you want to, you know, edit the video to tell the best possible story that you can get. Jason Lorette, what's going on? Dad's Talk Tech. I need to bring my mouse and my keyboard closer to me. There we go. Dad's Talk Tech, what's going on? How are you guys? So yeah, again, if you guys want to pop onto the stream, talk to me live on camera, or you don't have to have the camera. You can just talk, you know, voice only. There's a link in the description. You can come onto the stream, spend a couple minutes with me live, get your answers questioned. Yeah, that's where I'm at today. Get your questions answered, and we'll go from that. So, yeah, so that was a great question. Thanks, Random Hero. I got some things happening. There are things happening. I got a video coming out tomorrow. I guess that should be the first announcement. I'm changing my publishing schedule just a tad bit. Instead of putting out a video on Friday, I'm putting out a video on Thursday. So there's a video coming out tomorrow about how to use track mats and alpha mats in DaVinci Resolve, how to import them into DaVinci Resolve, how to use a bunch of different ways that you can use them. It's a really, really fun video that I'm really excited about. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Hey, what's going on? Jim Robinson, thanks for coming. How you doing? That diamond is a really sexy color these days. It is. What color is it now? I'm in StreamYard right now, so I can't even see what color everybody is. Oh, look at that. Look at that nice turquoise blue diamond. Oof. Gotta love it. I gotta love it. That's amazing. I just got the Samsung S21 Plus and I love the camera already, using it much more in our videos. So sharp, good colors, and new wide angle lens. Nice. Yeah, I'm looking real strong at that phone. I got a couple nice paydays coming up, and I think it might be time to trade in the Note 9, get that S21 Ultra, maybe. Who knows? Gel Beige, I think that's how you pronounce that. Hello, how are you? But yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love new phones. I haven't had a new phone in a long time. My phone's all screwed up. It's got like cracks all over so the screen started getting cracked because, you know, I have a 4-year-old, so my phone gets dropped a lot. So the screen got cracked. So I put a screen protector on it to like prevent further damage. And then the screen protector cracked. So now I got a cracked screen protector on top of a cracked screen. The case doesn't really do much to protect the screen, which I didn't really think about when I bought the screen. But yeah, it's time for a new phone. Ali Hassan, can you teach how to make amazing intro for YouTube video? I mean, it depends what you mean by an amazing intro for a YouTube video. You know, some people have like big complicated things, like, you know, Peter McKinnon has some pretty epic intros. Some people just have a logo that flashes across the screen. There's so many different types of intros for YouTube videos. And some people, like me, don't have any. I tried them. I tried little bumpers. I tried full-on intro sequences. And audience retention suffered. People like to click off right at that moment. So I stopped using them. So, but, you know, depending on what you want to do, yeah, maybe I can teach that. Yeah, maybe. Let's see here. Hey, Jay, see you've been to the library for a new book. Yes. Yes. Got a new one. Already started reading it too. Daryl Eves' new book, The YouTube Formula. Super excited to dive into that book. I'm, you know, a few chapters in already. Well, not chapters per se. I've read the foreword that was written by Mr. Beast. I've read the introduction. I've read the history of YouTube, and right now I'm going through. There's a chapter on the YouTube ecosystem, and I'm reading through that right now. So I liked your really quick intro. I did too. It was fun, but you know what? Retention suffered. And sometimes you just got to make cold calculated business decisions with your videos. Not all the time. You know, sometimes you have to sacrifice growth for the sake of your sanity, which is why I don't do all DaVinci Resolve videos on my channel. Because if I did that, I'd go insane. I like talking about other things besides DaVinci Resolve. So I figured, let's compromise. Let's keep it to, you know, video editing. And we'll do like 50-50 with the DaVinci Resolve stuff. I've got pink hair chalk all over my hands. We did hair chalk for Kaylin this morning, and it got on my hands, and it's very hard to get off. Oh my God, I ordered that book. I haven't gotten mine yet. So far, it's a great read. I'm excited about it. So Let's see here. Just got a Note 20 Ultra right before the 21 was announced, but an amazing phone. I almost got that phone actually. Heard anything on what they mean with Beta 10 supporting hardware decoding, encoding 10-bit 422 and 444 in select Intel processors? No, I didn't really dive into it. I didn't really dive into it. When you're editing a travel, ooh, this is a good one. When you're editing a travel movie, do you include photos to the edit? Maybe. If most of here's the thing, when you do a travel video, you want to show the scenery, right? You want to show where you traveled. So if you don't really have enough footage to really bring the audience into that place, but you do have a lot of photos, then yeah, I'd 100% bring photos into it. But there is no cookie cutter template for a certain type of video. You know what I mean? It all depends on the story that you're trying to tell. But yeah, I don't see anything wrong with doing that, but it depends on what you have. Sometimes a long intro is going to detract from your watch time. Be careful. If you can go on Fiverr and pay to have a logo animated. That's what we did, but only show a few seconds of it. Exactly. Yeah. You gotta have a really, really dedicated audience. You have to have built enough trust with your audience that they're going to stick around through the intro, right? If you still have kind of a small audience, if you're still in what some people have called growth mode, where you're trying to grow your channel, I would actually stray away maybe from the long intros and maybe even those little bumpers because those are just prime targets for people to click off and be like, no, I don't want this. I want you to just get to the point. So yeah. I like to see the final result from a tutorial up front. Now that 100% I agree with. I've made that mistake once or twice. I did a video on the screen pump effect, which was this stupid, simple effect. And that video is one of my top performing videos, but I made one critical mistake in that video. I didn't show the final result up front. And man, you should see the comment section on that video. It is nuts. It is absolutely nuts. Chris Qui, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Chris, hi Jay, thank you for those videos, helps a lot. May I ask how to grade video to make it not dirty? What do you mean by not dirty? Book not released in UK until April 20th. Just checked. Yeah, I've heard overseas is taking its sweet time getting that book out. Hey, it's Hells. Do you freelance? Any pointers on starting as a freelancer online? I think I get asked that every single stream. I get asked that often enough that I could, it would warrant a video if I had any other answer other than, I just make YouTube videos. I don't go seeking out clients. I do freelance work. Yes, that is the answer to the first question. But as far as pointers, I showcase my knowledge online through YouTube, and that's it. That's all I do. I tell people how to do what I do, and then people find my videos and they're like, "Hey, you look like you know what you're doing. Do you want to edit this thing for me?" And I say yes or no. That's kind of it. I do have a website. It's actually right. Can I do it? Yes, this right here. I have a website that has a contact form so people can potentially reach out to me and find me and contact me about potential freelance work, but I don't actually go out seeking clients because that's not end game for me. End game for me is to make enough money through YouTube, and it's directly connected revenue streams. So sponsored videos and merch sales, presets, stuff like that, is to make enough with that. So I don't really have to focus on finding freelance work, so I can spend more time creating the things that I want to create. if that makes sense. Let's see. When you make an effect tutorial, can you show it in the intro? I try to. That's what I try to do. I don't always remember to do that, but like I try to. I do in tomorrow's video. I show the results in tomorrow's video. So there's that. Jay Littman, we're looking forward to people leaving negative comments. Well, for that matter, any comments. Oh, yeah, those silent months when nobody's really commenting on your videos. You know, I still get that on my videos. Like, there was a video that came out not too long ago where, like, for the first 24 hours, there was a total of 3 comments, and one of them was mine. I hate when that happens. It's like people are watching, people are liking it, but nobody's commenting. It's horrible. So guys, if you watch my videos, please leave a comment. I got to tell you, Jim Robinson is one of the best commenters ever. I'm just going to give a huge shout out right now to Jim Robinson. I love when he comments on my videos because he's very detailed, very honest with his feedback. I love it. I absolutely love it. I appreciate that. Let's see here. DK Paddler says, anyone who has tried the DaVinci Resolve 17.1 Beta 10 on Windows. Yeah, 17.1 is for the M1 chips only. You don't want 17.1. If you're trying it on Windows, it's not going to work. I wonder how many people have done that. Yeah, you want regular 17 is in full release right now. It's out of beta. So if you're trying to use 17.1 beta on Windows, it's not going to work. And if it does manage to work, it's not going to work well. So very important distinction there. Let's see. Here we go. GOT Your. Got your? Jay Littman, could you give us some of your beliefs on things that help the YouTube algorithm? I have one singular belief about how to grow on YouTube, and that is give the people what they want. YouTube has said it over and over and over again. The algorithm follows user behavior. That's it. It follows user behavior. If the YouTube algorithm sees that your core audience really enjoys one of your videos, then they're going to take that video and spread it to more people. It's as simple as that. You know, I mean, there are things that you can do. There are things that you can do to like determine like, will this video perform well? Like how to actually plan what video to put out. That is something that I struggle with. That's one of the reasons why I bought this book that I'm reading. But you know, for the most part, it's all about, you know, YouTube wants one thing from you, one thing, and that's it. They want you, well, I guess 3 things. They want you to bring people to the platform. They want you to get them watching a video, and they want you to get them to keep watching videos. If you can manage to hit those bases, then you're going to grow. But that means you got to focus on making good thumbnails. You got to focus on making good titles, and you got to focus on making good videos. Like that's it. Good titles, good thumbnails, good videos. Like it doesn't really have much to do with SEO. SEO can help. It'll help you get found in search. But I'll give you a secret. Mr. Beast doesn't do any SEO whatsoever. Never really has. He focuses on making the best possible videos for his audience. And as a result of that, his core audience loves his videos. So YouTube sees those videos and they push him out to more people. And then more people subscribe to Mr. Beast. That's it. That's really it. Troll is how I feel. Jim, you are not a troll. You're not a troll. No, you have great feedback. You really do have great feedback. I love it. See, even Darren agrees. I'll second Jim for comments. Always appreciated. See? Deacon Paddler, yes, running beta 10 for now, not sure. Wait, wait, Dad's Talk Tech, you're running beta 10 on the M1 Mac, right? Not on Windows 10. I like how YouTube puts little icons in Studio that shows you how active they are on your channel and how long they've been subscribed. The regulars' comments are awesome. I agree. What is the YouTube algorithm? Oh man, is this going to be a YouTube stream? Who's Mr. Beast? I guess I can't find that one. Oh man. What is the YouTube algorithm? Great question. It's actually YouTube algorithms. It is a series of algorithms that determines basically whether or not a video is good. Well, it doesn't determine whether or not a video is good. It determines whether or not a video is going to perform well on YouTube. So it determines whether or not a video is good for YouTube. And it basically just follows user behavior. Like I said, there's the search algorithm, which is where SEO comes in. So if you do a lot of how-to content like I do, then optimizing for search will help you in the search algorithm. Then there's there's a few different ones. There's the discovery algorithm. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but that one is all based, again, on user behavior. The way that it works is you put out a video and YouTube pushes it out to your highest engaged audience, your core active users. If they respond well to that video, then YouTube's going to push it out to a larger group. And if it performs well there, it's going to push it out to a larger group, and then a larger group, and then a larger group. And that's basically it. That's how it works. The better your video performs, the more it's going to get pushed out. Hi, Jay. All good down here in SA. What's SA? South America, I'm going to assume? Or South Africa. I have a big surprise coming my way. That is my new camera, Canon ISO 8000 auto shutter control and speed, and 2 big sporting events in South Africa. There it is. And wildlife. Nice. That's awesome. I have not received my speed editor yet from B&H. I'm so close. I'm so close to buying one of those. I really want one. Windows 10, there's a 17.1 beta 10 for Windows too. It adds the H.265, 422, and 444 decoding I mentioned. I think all the new betas for Windows will be 17.1 beta. 17.1 has always been for the N1 chip though. That's what I'm trying to say. Like 17, because 17 full release, if I do H.265 export, I can export in main 10, main 10 444, and main 10 422, I believe. So I think what you're talking about is already there, but it's in the full release of 17.0. It's not, 17.1, I don't think there, you know what? Let's go on a mission. Yay! All right, here's what we're doing. We're going on a mission real quick, guys. We're going on a mission. All right, here we go. Let's go to DaVinci. Let's see here. Support. There we go. Support center. That's what I wanted. All right, latest downloads. DaVinci Resolve 17.1 public beta 10. All right, this software update adds support for hardware accelerated encoding and decoding of H.265, 10-bit 422, and 444 formats on supported Intel platforms, as well as improved functionality when importing. Hey, well, look at that. That's weird. Look at that. So why would they do this? That makes zero sense to me. I have a contact at Blackmagic Design. I want to figure out. That's really, really, really weird. Really weird. So, thinking of building a Ryzen 9 3900X. I always used Intel chips. You know if the AMDs do well with Resolve? They do. The AMD chips with NVIDIA GPUs are kind of like the magic combination. Hey, Jay, is there a way... Hey, Chris Munyon, what's going on? Is there a way to have the video viewer on the Fairlight page to stay on top when undocked? When it is docked, it is very small. You can pop out. Yeah, you can undock it, but as far as stay on top, no. You have to completely undock it. If you have a dual monitor setup, you can undock it and like make it full screen in another monitor, but that's my best option for that, I think. Would you use the speed editor though? I would. Try reaching out to Blackmagic Design and ask for one in exchange for a review. Maybe. They released a beta the day after the full release, beta 10. Yeah, but I thought that was for the M1 chip. The numbering on this Resolve release is totally confusing. They should have released the M1 version as M1 or M17. I agree. I think it is adding support for a future processor, not current ones. Oh, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I need carbonation. Hey, Tish, what's up? Ask your contact at Blackmagic if they could let my HUI controller that works in Fairlight page also work in the rest of Resolve. I'd love to get my jog wheel to work on all Resolve, not just Fairlight. I mean, my contact in Blackmagic is in their PR department, so I don't know if I'll be able to get it. And I can't even promise that I'd get a response, but I want to figure out what that 17.1 beta 10 thing is all about. Buying the license for DaVinci Resolve directly from the App Store is the same as the rest. Sort of. I think you get it quicker that way. I'm not sure. I have Windows. I've always had Windows, with the exception of like one time when I had a brief stint with having a very old iMac. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure how that process works. You can resize the Fairlight monitor and put it wherever you want at whatever size you want. That's true. I think he was asking, like, is there a way to resize it and keep it at the top? Which there's not really. No, it's not the same from the App Store. Oh, interesting. The App Store has many limitations. Oh, there you go. All right, Mac users, have at it. Please answer the question, because I'm not a Mac user. I do not have experience with this. My throat is very parched today. So I was supposed to film a video before this live stream, but it took me so long to set up for it because I realized, so I had an idea for like a super quick video, right? It was like one of those like, oh yeah, this is super easy. I'm going to show you, like I watched Donna Did It's video. Actually, I can send you guys on a scavenger hunt. If you watch Donna's video from Monday, he goes over like his favorite keyboard shortcuts. And he asked people to leave in the comment, like, are there any that I missed? And I put the ones that I would have put on there, or I put one, I guess it's 3 that I would have put on there. And I was explaining it and I was like, you know what? This is going to be my next video. And it was just going to be like a super little quick thing. But then I was like, you know, there's something else I could do that ties into that. And like, it kind of grew. And like, all of a sudden now I need an overhead rig and like, so I was setting the overhead rig up and then it was time to eat lunch. And I was like, there's no way I can get all this done before the live stream. So maybe I'll record it tonight, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? I need to have that video fully edited though by Friday because it's coming out Monday, but I'm going to be out of town all weekend. I downloaded version 17 yesterday and started editing. First thing I noticed was the scrub through feature on the thumbnails in the bins is smoother, faster, and better. Nice. There's lots of info if you do a quick Google on it. I think I missed a question somewhere. Well, Jay, to you and everyone here, check out the video that I posted on YouTube called Zoom Zoom Griffin, edited in DaVinci Resolve 16. Nice. I got a USB dongle thing when I bought DaVinci Resolve. My license only exists there. Ooh, you're old school. I don't have the dongle. I got the card sent to me. Hey, William Justice, what's happening, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. What time is it? It's 2:30 exactly. Let's jump into the forum. They've got 2 questions in the forum. Look at that. Nice. All right, let's see here. First question is from Duster. He says, is there any way to resize the topmost layer during an edit without shrinking or altering the layers below? So you only want half of the top layer visible, so you crop it, but it blanks out the cropped side and all layers below are black. Oh, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. See, a lot of people have been having problems with that late. Well, I don't know about a lot, but a couple people have asked me about that. Where's StreamYard? There's StreamYard. Yeah, I haven't had any problems with that. Like if I crop a video and it's on like track 2 and there's video under track 1, when I crop down that video on track 2, I don't get the black bars. I just get whatever's on track 1. So I'm not, maybe there's a bug or something. I don't know I don't know what the deal is there. Sorry. Like I've never experienced that problem before. So I'm not sure what the deal is, unless somebody else knows, like, if somebody else knows, feel free to answer, but I've never actually explained or experienced that before. Let's see. Next is from Matt Jackson from VW Life. He says the Puget Systems live stream was cool. Hope to get a PC from them one day when I'm a big YouTuber. Oh man, that was that was a very fun live stream. I'm not gonna lie, that live stream was fun. I think what I'm gonna try and do, give me a thumbs up in the chat if you think this is a good idea. I want to start bringing, not every week, but like maybe once a month, bringing a guest on to the live stream and doing stuff like we did with Puget Systems last week. Because I thought it was great. It gave me a chance to share knowledge with you guys that I don't really have. I got to learn stuff. You got to learn stuff. Got to hang out with some really cool people. So if you want to see that like once a month, me bringing a guest on that is maybe more specialized in a certain area of editing or just the filmmaking world in general, give me a thumbs up in the chat and I will get right on that. Zoom to fit screen, maybe? Maybe. Hey, Matt Bach is here. What's going on? The App Store, Apple wants to make their own license agreements with many third parties. This includes codecs, including video codecs and stills. They also only release full version updates. Oh, look at that. Good to know. Good to know. Zoom to fit screen. See, that I know. Frank talking. I'm going crazy trying to color match two coastal shots of the same location, but before and after sunset. How do you do this for a living? One, lots of practice, and 2, I don't have any fingernails left. No, that's it. That was actually, I had a sort of a similar freelance project once where it wasn't like a full edit, but somebody somebody had a project where they were filming something, and it was all in the same location, but they did it. They shot at the same location at 2 different points in the day, and the lighting was different between the two, and it was supposed to all look like one continuous video. And I had to color match between the two. I had to simulate lighting. I had to do all sorts of stuff. It was, oh my God, it was wow. Yeah, that was tough. That can be really difficult. That can be really difficult. Was it all shot with the same camera? Like, are you at least working with the same color science? That would be good. Matt says, I sure liked the guest last week. He was very, very, very smart. He absolutely was. I agree. If it does not disturb your flow, I am cool with it then. Wait, when you have a guest, you can let them do half the talking. Win-win. Yeah, that is very good. Then this whole raspy voice situation doesn't happen. For this instance, I had an overlay of 2 oscilloscopes, but I wanted only 1 scope, so I cropped the screen and got all black. Zooming in was the only option, and it worked, but wasn't quite it. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is there. Compare your cameras if you ever run out of ideas. Compare yeah, that's true. I could compare my Pocket Cinema Camera 6K to my Canon SL2, which is like up here, right? It's literally right here. I can bring it down. See? It's on an overhead rig right now. And by overhead rig, I mean a boom pole on top of a light stand. And it's sitting here getting ready to film me playing around with my keyboard. Let's see. Sunset is a 2-day event if you don't want to have any surprises. Yeah. Agreed. 100% agreed. Man. In photos, also the black part of letterbox is coloring and doesn't respect the alpha. I use a trick of putting in the layer below a black solid. Ooh, nice. What is this? Do you have a video that shows how to transition on a zoom with a drone? For example, the drone started too far away and you use a digital, then integrate the original film. I don't have that, but there are plenty of people who do. I know Billy Ribka has a video on a zoom transition that does that. There's also some, like, there's presets, like people make transitions for DaVinci Resolve, and some of them have that type of transition. So when I import presets, nothing happens in Premiere Pro. What kind of presets are you importing? Don't have a thumbs up for guests. Will a unicorn do? Yeah, 100%. 100% a unicorn will do. I sometimes find it difficult to make my video more interesting. Oh, here we go. There we go. I sometimes find it difficult to make my video more interesting and dynamic. They sometimes seem a bit static in my opinion. Any suggestions, like maybe transitions or text stuff? No. Yes, I have suggestions. No, it's not transitions and text stuff. I think that if you want more interesting and dynamic videos, you need to tell more interesting and dynamic stories. That is the key to making better videos. It's not the effects. It's not the color grading. It's not the text animations and crazy transitions. Like, that has nothing to do with a great video. Those things look cool, but think about it. Some of the greatest stories told through the medium of video have had barely any of that stuff. Barely any. It was just a matter of telling a great story and learning when to cut, when not to cut, and what type of cut to use. If your videos are not interesting and dynamic, it has nothing to do with the lack of transitions in text. It has everything to do with the way that you're telling your story. And that is it. That is my stance on that. Oh, don't know about others, but getting really tired of this camera versus that camera YouTube videos. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting tired of like whenever a new iPhone comes out and people are like, how does this Area Alexa compare to this iPhone? Like, it's like, I get it. I get why people are doing it, but it's like, come on. Do you have any starter packs for beginners? What do you mean by starter packs? Not really starter packs, but I do have a lot of like LUTs, and I've got some presets and some power grades actually available. Those are all available for free to my channel members. So if you want to become a channel member, it's $4 a month. You click that join button below this video or in the link in the description. You sign up. It's $4 a month. You get access to a private Facebook group, which I'm not really good at keeping track of, a private area in my Discord server, which I'm a little bit better at keeping track of, monthly live editing trainings, which are going to start up after the baby is born. Getting ready for baby is kind of taking up some time right now. But once the baby's born, we're going to be getting back into that. And any like color grades that I do in tutorials are going to get turned into both power grades and LUTs that I give away to my channel members for free. Any fusion compositions that I happen to create are going to be given to my channel members for free. Anything that I've created before I started my channel membership, all of that stuff is channel members for free. Basically you get a lot of stuff for $4 a month. So what? Exactly. I hate Facebook. I'm sorry. I hate Facebook. And so we're doing like a baby shower thing. Did you guys know? Totally off topic. Did you guys know that a baby shower for kid number 2 is actually called a baby sprinkle? I had no idea, but that's a thing apparently. So we're having a baby sprinkle via Zoom. And what did my loving Arian and her mother created a Facebook group to pass along information for the baby sprinkle. And now I'm expected to be part of this Facebook group and gather all the intel and be able to spread the word and all of that stuff. I hate Facebook. You get a ton of stuff on memberships. Yay! Yeah, Tish is a member. Anybody in the chat you see with a little diamond next to their name, they're all channel members. So I'm tired of Resolve videos on YouTube. Darren, somebody said it. Yeah, no, I am. I'm not tired of Resolve videos. You know what? You know what I'm tired of? I'm going to rant a little bit. I'm tired of not being able to find the Resolve videos I'm looking for. Like that's my thing. Like when I'm trying to learn something new, right? Unless it's like a really crazy effect, right? I have the hardest time finding anything that's like something like if I'm struggling with something in DaVinci Resolve, something that for whatever reason should be a basic thing, but I just don't know how to do it. And so I'm like, all right, let's find this thing. Do you know how hard it is to find that stuff? Like it's really, really hard. Like you start with the technical term, right? Like I've been doing this for a little bit. I know the technical term of what I'm looking at. So I'll do that. Nothing comes up. Nothing comes up at all. And then I'll just have to keep like kind of like devolving until it's like I basically, whenever I have to search for something on DaVinci Resolve, I have to type it in as if I have no idea what I'm talking about, and it drives me nuts. Sorry. It drives me nuts. That's why I'm glad that like people like Darren Moston are here, because he teaches like basic things that that's stuff that's so important. I delivered a mermaid baby. I look up to the chat after ranting and all I see is I deliver a mermaid. I delivered a mermaid baby. Hi from Middle Europe. Hello, Martin Adam. How are you? Do you know any good site to provide free music to use on YouTube? Like fully free, I'm broke. Yeah, there's a few out there. One of them is brand new. Actually, they're both kind of brand new. One is called streambeats.com. I don't know if you've ever heard of Alpha Gaming, Harris Heller. Dude's awesome. He started a site. 100% free music. So streambeats.com, I would definitely check them out. And then there's a new one called Uppbeat. UPPBEAT. And they have a free plan as well, but you only get a certain amount of downloads per month. And I think you have to attribute Uppbeat in the description of the videos. I could be wrong about that, but those two I would go to, and also the YouTube audio library. Too many Resolve videos that don't tell people why they are doing what they do. Do this, do that is just a memorization game. I agree. Do you use plugins from Reactor? I don't. A lot of people ask me if I do, but I don't. Wait. No, I use Reaper for audio. I do use Reaper plugins sometimes, but I don't use Reactor plugins. Try searching like you speak caveman. Dad's Talk Tech, that is exactly what I have to do. I'm trying to get multicam shot for YouTube how-to videos. Wait, mixing Canon with phone camera. Any advice to make the camera phone look more cinematic like Canon? Depending on what kind of phone you have and what kind of camera you have, Cinematch might really help out with that. But it all depends on what kind of phone and what kind of camera you have, because they don't support all cameras or all phones. But that's basically, it's the whole purpose of Cinematch is to match colors. But the best thing that you could probably, I mean, it just takes practice. You may have to manually do it, and just tweak things until they look the same. I can always dumb it down for you. I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to editing. Shucks. Thanks, Jay Littman. Jay suffering from success. I'm not suffering from success. I just, there's just, how do I put this? There's too many people teaching really cool effects because lots of people watch them, right? It's like guaranteed, like turnkey success. Learn how to use Fusion, learn how to make really cool effects, and you're good to go. But then, like, for the most part, if you're trying to look for something like basic, like how to do something that you would probably want to know how to do for every single video you make, like sometimes you have to go back to a tutorial from, DaVinci Resolve 12 and then see if those tools are still available in DaVinci Resolve 17. That actually happened to me not too long ago. I ended up having to watch so let me, this is embarrassing. 10-minute warning. What? How's your YouTube channel doing, Jay Littman? It's doing good. I haven't really dug into the numbers in like a week and a half. I've just kind of been making things. But my last two videos, they compare your videos like with the last 10 that you put out. My last two videos both hit number 1 out of 10. So that's exciting. Hopefully tomorrow's video will be the same. No one makes videos like you, though. Nobody makes videos like anybody. But thank you, Jared. I really appreciate it. Careful with the multicam tutorials out there. Some are giving really bad info unless you only have a couple of angles. That's true. Pax and Q? Pax and Q, maybe? Hello, thank you so much. The bad thing about being Jay Lippman is there isn't a Jay Lippman to help him. Look, this is making me sound so arrogant. Look, let me explain to you what I'm talking about, okay? So it wasn't too long ago when I had no idea how to use like external like alpha mats and luma mats and track mats, all the mats. Like I didn't know how to use one's external, you know, the black and white images that you put and then it makes certain parts of a video transparent and all those things. I didn't know how to use them in DaVinci Resolve other than putting them in a layer above, you know, the video and the edit page and changing the composition to add. Like that's all I knew how to do, but I knew there was more you could do with it. Like I knew it from my days in Premiere Pro, but I just didn't know how to do it. I searched every possible way that I could figure out. The most helpful one I found was from Goat's Eye View, which was back in DaVinci Resolve 12. And that was the most helpful video I found. And it wasn't, it didn't even like work the same way as it does now. Like works totally differently. The next most helpful video I found was from Aram K, who has a great color grading, like DaVinci Resolve, and just color grading in general. Like he has a great channel. And he did one on using Luma mats. And I put them in there. Or I watched it. And again, it doesn't work exactly the same way. It was missing one single step. It took me forever to figure that out. So I was like, you know, one of these days I'm going to do a video on this. Then I did a video on the Runway ML thing. And I was like, I really want to show people how to use this alpha channel export in DaVinci Resolve. This is a perfect time to do the LumaMat video that I want to do. Like that's the whole story of how the video that's coming out tomorrow came to be. It was from being frustrated about not being able to find what I want in a timely manner. So, did my first ever green screen effect with my one and only COVID tutorial. Nice. Lots of fun for 1 second. You just know you're... Goat's Eye View is Daria. She now does the tutorials for Blackmagic Design. There you go. Yeah, she's great. She's absolutely great. Yeah, Fairlight is great for super duper good for audio. Oh, that came along with the question. There you go. Sorry. Arrogance not detected. All right, here we go. Would you say DaVinci is good for audio editing, or would you recommend another program for this purpose? I think Fairlight is great for audio editing. I absolutely love Fairlight. I think it has everything that you need to do the audio for your videos, including the ability to support VST plugins. So if there's a built-in tool that you seem to be missing, you can get a third-party plugin and use it in Fairlight. So I think it's absolutely wonderful for editing audio. I feel your pain, Jay. A lot of videos tend to focus on trendy effects, not super practical videos. Not that trendy effects are bad, but sometimes you want something more fundamental and reusable. Yes, that is my thing. That's the whole reason why my channel exists, honestly. Is there a way to track a moving object from a static video shot? I don't really understand the question, James's Man Cave. It's a great name, by the way, James's Man Cave. I got to remember that because I want to check out your channel. Because if your channel is actually about man caving, I want to check it out. I want to see what that's all about. Jay Littman, here's something. If we had a plugin that automatically made a J cut and L cut so we didn't have to do it manually, that would be cool. I got a super quick way to do J cuts and L cuts, actually. It's super easy. You guys are going to be, man, I'm so excited about Monday's video. I'm going to show you how to edit an entire like sequence without touching the mouse. Like keyboard only. That's it. It's so much fun. I kept playing around with it this morning. I was like, oh, I could do this and I could do this and I could do this. And that's why I didn't record the video, because I was like making sure that I was actually prepared for it. And then I was like, oh, I'm out of time. I was having too much fun. I've used Ableton less lately since getting DaVinci Resolve with Fairlight. The Pro Logic fanboys hate Fairlight. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Could you do a color matching tutorial in the future with domestic cameras? Ooh, that's a good idea. Maybe, yeah. Put that on the list. James's Man Cave, you can track a moving object and apply the track to a static object to make it move, if that's what you mean. What Darren said. Yes, you can do that. I like the videos on editing video more pro, like keeping eyeline, using the grid, that kind of things are super helpful. You're going to love Monday's video then. Oh, nice. I wanted to ask you about keyboard and shortcuts. Yeah, that's coming. That's fun. Also, like I shared that story earlier, just kicked my overhead rig. Please don't fall. Please don't fall on me. Where did my sandbag go? Hold on, guys. Okay. I just realized my sandbag wasn't on the other end of my boom pole here, and I was like, oh, that could just, fall over at any minute. That would be a really bad thing. Anyway, so yeah, there's a story behind the video that's coming out on Monday as well. But that's a less frustrating story. That was me watching a friend's video about keyboard shortcuts. He left out one that I was like, he asked for, like, which one do you think I left out? I put it in the comments and I was like, I'm going to make a video about that. And so here you go. Hey, Absolute Rule, what's going on? Just in time to, Do you know why YouTube is not changing my profile picture and channel art? There was a time when I would have said yes, because I went through that same frustration a while ago, but I can't remember the answer. But it has something to do with the way your account is set up. I don't know. Sometimes it also takes a couple days for it to actually like process. What is this? David Copperfield edits videos, editing without touching the mouse. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I have 1920 by 1080 footage I'd like to turn into YouTube short video format. Do you know how to do this in DaVinci Studio? P.S. Looking forward to tomorrow's video as exactly what I'm working on at the moment. Well, tomorrow's video is a Lumamat video, so I hope that's what you're talking about. Monday's video is the keyboard shortcuts video. I would love to learn keyboard part of editing. Oh yeah, it's fun. I've got a bunch of empty sandbags I need to fill. Mine's filled with rice right now. Inside my sandbag is a plastic bag full of rice. So that's happening. So yeah, that's what's happening. Let's see here. Oh, the 1920 by 1080. Do I know how to turn that into vertical video? Yeah, there's a few different ways that you can do it. I have a video on my channel called How to Work with Vertical Video in DaVinci Resolve. That should give you the answer that you need. Then if you get hungry. Oh, man. What is the sandbag references? So sandbags, Sandbags are used as counterweights for like if you have a boom pole with a light on the end or a camera on the end, as the case may be, it's used on the opposite end as a counterweight. Sandbags are used as counterweights. This, you know what, just to make sure that it doesn't fall down, let's take it down. See, had my camera on there. And then, oh God. This is a sandbag, and it's used as a counterweight so that my camera doesn't fall over. That's what a sandbag is. Typically used in rigging up lights and cameras and all sorts of fun stuff. But yeah, it's just a camera weight, or counterweight rather. Oh wow, okay. It is 3 o'clock. So, sandbags are also a British climbing term where a good climber gets spat off a very easy route. Oh, I did not know that. Match move. It's my next episode. Wait, what about match move? What's in the sandbag? I used to pour unused kitty litter. Ooh, kitty litter's good. Right now I have rice because it's just, I mean, it's used to support the lightest DSLR on the market. So it's really not that, I don't technically really need it, but it makes me feel better knowing that it's there. I was going for the heavier used option. All right. It is match move to make stills move. Oh, right. All right. It's 3 o'clock, guys. Thank you so much for continuing to make Wednesday my favorite day of the week. Make sure to keep an eye out for tomorrow's video, all about how to use LumaMats in DaVinci Resolve, and Monday's video, which is all about how to use. We're gonna edit a sequence without touching the mouse once. So that's gonna be fun. And as always, guys, if you feel like hanging out with me in between live streams, there is a link in the description that'll take you to my Discord server. Feel free to pop on over and say hi. We would love to have you. And as always, if you want some free exclusive goodies, make sure you click that join button below the video and sign up to become a channel member. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you. I love you guys to death, and I'll see you next time. All right. Peace.